Ladies and gentlemen, life doesn't wait. Years vanish in the blink of an eye. One moment you're making resolutions, the next moment it's December again. You can't afford to keep pressing the snooze button on your dreams. Time is not money. Money can be regained, but time once spent is gone forever. Wake up now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It's not coming. Life is moving. With or without you. Thought you already know what you need to do, you just keep postponing it. You know the toxic habits that need to go. You know the dreams collecting dust on your shelf. But knowing is not enough. Knowing without doing is a trap. Stop reading about growth and start living it. Don't let knowledge rot in your mind. Turn it into fuel, into action, into transformation. Too many people spend years trying to impress others who won't even remember their name in 5 years. Don't waste another year trying to fit into someone else's mold. You weren't born to copy, you were born to create. The more you live for others, the more you lose yourself. This is your life. Make it yours. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Waiting until everything's right means waiting forever. Start small. Start messy. But start. You can fix the details along the way. Just make sure you're on the road. Every great journey begins with an imperfect step. Don't treat your goals like seasonal decorations. You don't need a calendar to become your best self. You need commitment. Wake up each day with a mission to grow, to build, to evolve. 1 year from now, you will be glad you started today. Growth does not exist inside your comfort zone. That familiar routine, that easy habit, that safe decision, they are silently stealing your future. Every day you avoid discomfort is a day you avoid growth. Don't waste another year feeling safe while staying stuck. Time is being stolen. Not just by others, but by your own distractions. Endless scrolling, mindless consumption, shallow conversations, they drain your soul. If it doesn't add to your life, it's taking from it. Trade distraction for discipline. Trade comfort for clarity. A lifestyle can be fun, but a legacy is eternal. What are you building? What will outlast you? Stop wasting years on temporary pleasures and start investing in permanent impact. People remember how you made them feel, what you stood for, what you built. Create something that lives on long after you're gone. Time is not patient. It doesn't slow down for your fear. It doesn't wait for your doubt to disappear. Time doesn't pause when you're confused, when you're hurt, when you're unmotivated. It moves forward, relentlessly, mercilessly, silently. You wake up one day and you're 18. You blink and you're 25. You take another breath and you're 30. Looking back at dreams you never chased. At years you never claimed. You tell yourself, I have time, but time doesn't promise you that. It never has, and it never will. Every minute that passes is a minute you will never get back. You can recover money. You can rebuild a reputation, but you will never rewind time. That's what makes it priceless, and yet we treat it like it's endless. We scroll endlessly. We wait for motivation like it's a bus we missed. And while we hesitate, while we procrastinate, while we entertain our excuses, time slips away. Quietly. Invisibly. Stealing pieces of our life we'll never feel again. Think of all the goals you said you'd start last year. How many of them did you actually begin? Think of all the mornings you stayed in bed. All the nights you distracted yourself with meaningless noise. All the hours you spent doing what didn't matter. That was time slipping. Those weren't just wasted days. They were parts of your life. And now look where you are. Another year gone. Ask yourself honestly, are you better? Are you closer to your purpose, or did time move forward while you stayed the same? You keep waiting for the perfect moment, but perfection is a thief. It convinces you to delay. It tells you you're not ready. It tricks you into thinking you'll start next Monday. After this season, once you feel better. But the truth is this, there is no perfect moment. There is only now. There is only this second, and this second is disappearing. Right now. As you read this, your future is being written by your choices. You either let the clock control you, or you decide to control it. You don't get to live forever. You don't get unlimited chances. One day you'll run out of tomorrows. One day you'll look back and realize you spent years thinking about what you could have done, instead of actually doing it. And that regret will weigh heavier than any failure you ever feared. So understand this. Time is slipping, right now. It's not your enemy, but it is your mirror. It shows you who you really are, not who you say you want to be. If you want more from life, you don't need more time. You need more urgency. You need to act like the clock is real. Because it is. Your story is unfolding, whether you're writing it or not. And if you don't take the pen now, someone else or something else will. You are not too late. But you are not early either. You are standing in the only moment that truly exists. This one. And what you do with it. Who you become in it. What you fight for inside it. That is what will define your life. Don't let another hour fall into the pit of maybe. Let another day be stolen by fear. Don't let another year become a graveyard of your potential. So don't waste another heartbeat. Don't waste another minute. Don't waste another year of your life. Not knowing is not enough. Let that sink in. You already know what you need to do. You've heard the motivational quotes. You've watched the videos. You've read the books. You've told yourself countless times, tomorrow I'll start, but tomorrow turns into weeks. Weeks turn into months.
Months.
They turn into years. This is not a knowledge problem. It's an action problem. You're not stuck because you don't know. You're stuck because you don't move. Your brain is full of wisdom you haven't applied, full of ideas you haven't built, full of truths you haven't honored. You don't need more inspiration. You need more execution. Because dreaming without action is just a fantasy. Wishing without work is just denial. And delay disguised as preparation is just fear. In a mask. You know what's holding you back. You know who you need to stop hanging around. You know what habits are destroying your growth. You know the opportunities you keep ignoring. So why wait? Why hesitate? Why allow another year to be wasted on decisions you already know are wrong? Acting on what you know means stepping into discomfort. It means doing the thing before you're ready. It means risking failure and embarrassment. But that's where life begins. On the edge of action. No one ever changed their life by thinking about it. They changed their life when they move. When they risk. When they got uncomfortable enough to break free from the cycle of thinking without doing. It's time to stop being a student of motivation and start being a soldier of discipline. Time to turn that knowledge into a weapon and that wisdom into a wall between you and mediocrity. Every moment you act, you gain momentum. And momentum, it's louder than fear, stronger than doubt, faster than delay. Don't wait to be perfect. Don't wait to be ready. Don't wait for the stars to align. You've waited long enough. Start acting on what you know. Or spend another year wishing you had dot. How much of your life have you spent editing yourself just to be liked? How many dreams have you buried because they didn't fit someone else's expectations? How many times have you stayed silent when your soul wanted to roar, just so people wouldn't judge you? Living for others' approval is a slow death. A death of your spirit. A death of your originality. A death of your destiny. From the moment we are born, society trains us to seek validation. Clap when they clap. Dress how they dress. Think how they think. Live how they live. But here's the truth. They don't teach you. Approval is addictive. The more you chase it, the more you lose yourself. The more you seek it, the more power you give to people who were never meant to shape your life. You scroll for likes. You speak to please. You walk on eggshells just to keep people comfortable, while you drown inside. But let this be a moment of truth. The people whose approval you chase, they're not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves. And still you shrink yourself for them. There comes a time when you have to stop being everyone's version of acceptable and start being your own version of free. Approval fades. Trends change. Opinions flip. What's cool today is criticized tomorrow. And if your identity is built on other people's praise, then your identity will fall every time they look away. That's no way to live. That's no way to rise. Some people won't understand your path because it wasn't meant for them. Some will mock it. Some will envy it. Some will try to talk you out of it. Let them. That's their noise. Not your truth. You weren't born to blend in. You weren't built to be a copy. You are a one-of-one masterpiece. And the moment you realize that, the weight of other people's opinions will begin to fall off your shoulders like chains you never needed. And guess what? The minute you stop needing approval, you become powerful. Because now you're no longer living for permission. You're living with purpose. You're no longer waiting to be accepted. You're accepting yourself. And that is when everything starts to change. So don't waste another year trying to impress people who don't even respect themselves. Don't waste another year performing for an audience that doesn't clap for your truth. Be real. Be bold. Be you unapologetically. You'll lose some people. Yes, but you'll gain your soul. And that trade is worth everything. That perfection is a lie dressed as a goal. It whispers in your ear, you're not ready yet. Wait until everything's perfect. And you listen. You delay. You freeze. Not because you're lazy, but because perfection has poisoned your ability to move. You convince yourself that if the conditions aren't flawless, the effort isn't worth it. So instead of building, you wait. Instead of starting, you stall. And while you wait for perfect, progress walks away from you. You were not born to be flawless. You were born to be real. To be growing. To be becoming. Progress is movement. No matter how small. It's the imperfect reps in the gym. It's the messy first draft of a book. It's the shaky voice on your first video. It's failing, learning, rising, and repeating. Every single day. Perfection would rather you do nothing than risk doing it wrong. But progress loves the ones who show up anyway. The ones who take the leap even when they're scared. The ones who would rather look foolish for a moment than be stuck for a lifetime. Let this be clear. Perfection is procrastination wearing a mask. It convinces you to delay your dreams until you feel worthy, prepared, confident. But those feelings only come when you start. Confidence is not a requirement to begin. It is a reward for taking action. So stop waiting for perfection to give you permission. It never will. Some of your biggest breakthroughs will come from your most imperfect moments. Some of your greatest lessons will come from your clumsiest mistakes. And some of your most powerful growth will come from days where everything went wrong. But you showed up anyway. That's the power of progress. It respects your effort. It multiplies your discipline. It honors your momentum. Stop asking, what if it doesn't work perfectly? And start asking, what can I do today that moves me forward? One small step in the right direction is worth more than 1,000 perfect intentions. Progress over perfection always. Because while perfection keeps you dreaming, progress keeps you becoming. Too many people live for the first day of the year, but waste every day after it. They wait for the calendar to flip, as if magic lies in a date instead of in their decisions. They get excited on January 1st, motivated by fresh starts and empty planners. But by February, they're right back to old habits, old fears, Old excuses. Why? Because they never learned the truth. Every day is a new year if you treat it that way. You don't need a Monday to start. You don't need the first of the month. You don't need to wait until after your birthday or after the holidays. That mindset is a trap, a prison disguised as a plan. You don't need a special day to begin. You need discipline. You need urgency. You need to treat each morning like a door that won't open again. Like a moment that will never come back. Because it won't. Success is not built in one giant moment. It is built in small, silent, repeated acts of consistency. It's built in the mornings when you don't feel like getting up but do. It's built in the hours you use when others waste them scrolling. It's built in the focus you protect when distractions scream for your attention. You don't need a once-a-year revolution. You need a daily evolution. So ask yourself, are you honoring your day? Or are you letting it slide by unnoticed? Every day you ignore is a day you could have built something. A skill, a relationship, a mindset, a habit, a future. Every day you say it doesn't matter is a brick removed from the foundation of your goals. Time doesn't care about your mood. It doesn't wait for your motivation. It moves, with or without you. Make every day your New Year's Day. Wake up with intention. Live with clarity. Act with purpose. Don't let the sun set on a day where you did nothing to move your life forward. Because the truth is, if you can't change your life on a random Tuesday, you won't change it on January 1st either. The power is not in the date. The power is in your decision that comfort is seductive. It wraps around you like a warm blanket, whispering, stay here. It's safe. It's easy. You don't have to risk anything. And so you stay. You convince yourself you're just resting, just thinking, just preparing. But deep down you're stuck. Not because you can't grow, but because you're too comfortable to move. Comfort feels good until it doesn't. Because while you stay in the same place, the world moves on. Opportunities vanish. Talents rust. Confidence withers. And you begin to feel it. The ache in your chest. The dull hum of regret. The haunting question. What am I doing with my life? That's not depression. That's your potential begging you to break free. Every great story began where comfort ended. Every strong leader, every visionary, every creator, they all had to step into discomfort. They had to fail in public. They had to take the unpopular road. They had to feel fear and do it anyway. They had to risk embarrassment, rejection, and disappointment. That's the cost of growth. And they paid it willingly. But you sit in the same job you hate. You stay in the same routine that drains you. You tolerate the same habits that hold you back. Not because you don't want more, but because you fear what discomfort might bring. But let me ask you this. What's more uncomfortable? The pain of growth, or the pain of watching another year pass you by with nothing to show for it? Leaving comfort doesn't mean destroying your life. It means disrupting your limits. It means getting honest about what's no longer serving you. It means challenging yourself to rise, to stretch, to evolve. It means doing hard things. On purpose, because that's where strength is built. There is no greatness inside your comfort zone. No breakthrough, no legacy, no reinvention. Everything you want, confidence, power, freedom, purpose, lives outside that bubble. And the only way to reach it is to burst through with courage and hunger. So stop worshiping comfort. Start chasing challenge. Because the moment you decide to leave what's easy behind, you begin to discover who you really are. We are drowning in distractions, endless notifications, pointless scrolling, constant noise. We are surrounded by empty entertainment, by people who waste time, by habits that numb instead of nourish. And the worst part, we choose it. We feed the distractions, we give them our focus, we let them consume our mornings, our nights, our potential. And while we stay busy being busy, our purpose sits untouched in the corner, waiting for us to come back to what actually matters. You say you don't have time, but the truth is, your time is being stolen by every meaningless click, by every toxic conversation, by every decision you make that leads you away from growth and into escape. Purpose doesn't disappear, it just gets buried under distraction. And the more you feed distraction, the weaker your purpose becomes in your life. You were not born to be a consumer, You were not built to wake up, scroll, work, scroll, sleep, repeat. There is more inside you, but it cannot rise in a distracted mind. Purpose needs attention. It needs focus. It needs space to breathe. You can't fulfill your mission if you're constantly plugged into someone else's noise. You can't create your vision if you're spending your life watching others live theirs. You need to take control of your attention. Because where your focus goes, your energy flows. Where your energy flows, your life grows. Ask yourself daily, is this feeding my future or feeding my failure? Is this aligned with my purpose or distracting me from it? Not everything deserves your eyes. Not everything deserves your time. Not everyone deserves access to your mind. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where your purpose lives. You must protect your peace, guard your time, and honor your calling. That means turning off the noise. That means cutting out things that feel good but leave you empty. That means being brave enough to disconnect from distractions and connect with yourself. Don't let another year vanish in distraction. Don't let another season be stolen by meaningless moments. Your purpose is not waiting for someday. It's waiting for you to unplug, refocus, and give it the attention it deserves. Right now. There is a difference between living for the moment and living with meaning. A lifestyle is temporary. It's how you dress, where you eat, what you post, who notices you. It looks good on the outside, but it fades fast. A legacy though, a legacy is eternal. It's not about what you have. It's about what you leave behind. It's not about likes, trends, or applause. It's about impact, character, and contribution. So many people chase the lifestyle, the car, the house, the brand, the appearance. They work hard just to look successful. But what's the point of looking rich if your life is poor in purpose? What's the use of having a luxury lifestyle if your soul feels empty, your days feel meaningless, and your name disappears the moment you're gone? You weren't put here just to flex. You were put here to build something that lasts. A legacy isn't built in a day. It's built daily. It's built in how you treat people when no one's watching, in how you rise after failure, in what you create, who you help, what you stand for. Legacy isn't about being remembered for what you had. It's about being remembered for who you were, how you loved, how you led, how you made others believe in themselves. A lifestyle might bring you short-term happiness, but a legacy brings you long-term significance. You may not be famous, you may not have millions, but you can still change lives. You can still inspire your family, lift your community, build a future that outlives you. That's power, that's wealth, that's purpose. The world doesn't need more people chasing aesthetics. It needs more people building foundations. Foundations that don't break when life gets hard. Foundations that support others when you're no longer here. Foundations that say, I was here and I matter. So don't waste another year chasing surface level success. Dig deeper, think bigger, act bolder. Don't live for the weekend, live for your why. Don't build a brand, build a legacy. Don't quote to waste another year of your life. Don't let time slip between your fingers like sand you never bothered to hold. Don't let the clock keep ticking while you keep waiting. Waiting for the perfect moment. Waiting for motivation. Waiting for the fear to fade. Waiting for someone to give you permission. You've already wasted enough years hiding from your greatness, doubting your worth, putting your dreams on hold while life passes you by. You don't get these years back. You don't get a rewind button. You don't get to hit restart on a life you never truly lived. This is your moment. This is your warning. This is your warning. This is your wake-up call. Another year will come, whether you're ready or not, whether you've grown or not, whether you've changed or stayed the same. The world won't pause while you stay scared. The clock won't stop while you overthink. The opportunities won't wait while you hesitate. You don't have time to keep playing small. You don't have time to keep lying to yourself. You don't have time to keep pretending that someday is a real plan. It's not. Someday is how people die with regret. Someday is how dreams rot in silence. Someday is how potential turns into pain. Don't let that be your story. Don't waste another year telling yourself you'll start when you feel ready. You won't feel ready. You'll just decide that you've had enough. You'll decide that comfort is a cage, not a home. You'll decide that fear is not a stop sign, but a signal that you're on the edge of something real. You'll decide that progress is more powerful than perfection. That action is louder than anxiety. That purpose matters more than distraction. You'll stop living for other people's praise and start living by your own principles. You'll stop being addicted to approval and become addicted to growth. You'll stop numbing your soul with comfort and start feeding your spirit with discomfort that leads to destiny. You'll stop chasing aesthetics and start building a legacy. Not a lifestyle, not a highlight reel, not a moment of cloud that fades, but a foundation that lasts. You'll stop letting distractions steal your dreams. You'll silence the noise, turn down the chaos, and tune into your mission. You'll wake up with fire. You'll move with discipline. You'll speak with truth. You'll live with clarity. And on the days you feel like quitting, you'll remember that wasted time is the most expensive thing you'll ever pay for. So no, you're not quitting this year. You're not sitting this one out. You're not making another excuse. This year you break the pattern. This year you break the curse. This year you shatter the silence and raise your voice. This year you show up messy, loud, and relentless. This year you make fear your fuel. Doubt your training ground. Failure your classroom. This year you fall in love with the process, not just the results. This year you don't run from pressure. You perform in it. You don't wait to be chosen. You choose yourself. You don't fake it. You face it. You don't talk about it. You become it. You don't just set goals. You build systems. You don't just chase dreams. You develop the discipline to hold them. You don't just hope things change. You change. You don't just wish for more. You work for more. This year you forgive yourself for the years you wasted. You learn from them. You honor them. You rise from them. You stop replaying your lowest moments and start rewriting your next chapter. You stop hiding your potential and start holding yourself to a new standard. A higher standard. A painful standard. The kind that stretches you, breaks you, rebuilds you, until you don't even recognize the person who used to wait, delay, and shrink. You outgrow them. You outwork them. You outlive them. Because you've made a decision. You've decided that average is no longer acceptable. That excuses no longer have a place in your mouth. That distractions no longer have a place in your mind. That doubt no longer has a place in your spirit. You've decided that you don't just want a good year. You want a defining year. A year that wakes something up in you that never goes back to sleep. A year that makes the old version of you uncomfortable. A year that silences everyone who said they'll never change. A year that starts slow but finishes loud. A year where you stop surviving and start thriving. A year where you reclaim your time, your talent, your truth, and your life. This year is not going to waste. Not again. Not this time. Not with everything you've been through. Not with everything you've already lost. Not with everything you still have to give. This year you rise. This year you fight. This year you earn it. This year you go all in. Not half. Not part. Not maybe. Not someday. You go all in. Like your future depends on it. Because it does. And if you don't, if you choose to waste another year, just remember no one's coming to save you. No one's going to do the work for you. No one's going to give you a second life. This is one shot, one story, one name, one legacy. So take the pain, take the fear, take the failure, take the pressure, take it all and build something with it. Build something no one can take away. Build something that will make you proud when the year is over. Build something that whispers, "This year, I didn't waste it, because this time you showed up for you." So don't waste another year waiting for a sign, because this is it. Don't waste another year convincing yourself that you're not enough. You are, you've always been. Don't waste another year hiding your gifts from the world, because you're scared of criticism. Because guess what? They'll judge you whether you rise or not. So rise anyway. Don't waste another year letting your dreams die in the silence of your mind. Speak them. Chase them. Live them. Don't waste another year thinking you need more resources, more time, more support. Use what you've got right now and make it enough. Don't waste another year being the victim of your story. Become the author, the builder, the creator. Don't waste another year crying over people who left you. Their exit was a lesson, not a loss. Don't waste another year comparing your timeline to someone else's highlight reel. Your journey is sacred. Your pace is divine. Your path is yours alone. Don't waste another year telling the same sad story when you have the power to write a new one today. Don't waste another year living in fear of the unknown. Step into it, because what's unknown may be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Don't waste another year chasing surface level pleasure, when deep fulfillment is waiting on the other side of commitment. Don't waste another year lying to yourself about your effort, about your habits, about your discipline. Get real. Get raw. Get honest. Don't waste another year apologizing for your ambition. You don't owe smallness to anyone. Don't waste another year dimming your light to make others comfortable in their darkness. Become them if you have to. Become them if you have to. Become them if you have to. Become them if you want to. Become them if you want to. Become them if you shape it. Become them if you want to. Don't waste another year clinging to what's familiar just because you're scared to grow. Become them if you want to. Become them if you always another year. Don't waste another year doubting your voice, your message, your story. Someone out there needs exactly what you've been hiding. Don't waste another year stuck in toxic environments. Become them if you want to. Become them if you want to. Become them if you personal. You pedsha one needy bin dever gista 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 dever last Twitter. Don't waste another year thinking healing means waiting. Become them if you want to. 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 Don't waste another year being someone you're not. Become them if you always be bold. Be you. Loudly. Bravely. Fully. Don't waste another year repeating the same morning without change. Become them if you ask. Train your soul. Don't waste another year saying you'll do it tomorrow. Become them if you want to. Become them if you want to. Become them if you Say, I'll do it now. Don't waste another year being stuck in potential. Transform it into power. Don't waste another year trying to be everything for everyone. Become them if you want to. Become them if you want to. Become them if you love self first. Don't waste another year saying yes when your heart screams no. Guard your energy. Respect your own time. Don't waste another year building someone else's dream while ignoring your own. Become them if you want to. 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 Become them if you fight them. Crush them. Don't waste another year numbing yourself from the truth with distractions that keep you unconscious. Become them if you want to. 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 Become them if you ask. Malduo stole his another year walking on eggshells around people who can't handle your growth. Outgrow them anyway. Don't waste another year pretending you're fine when you're not. Become them if you want to. 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 Become them if you want. Don't waste another year being passive about your health, your time, your future. Become them if you want to. 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 Become them if you want. Show up. Every single day. Don't waste another year underestimating how far you can go if you just keep showing up. Become them if you want to. Become them if you want to. Become them if you want to. Become them if you want. Show up. Claudio stole his another year asking what if it doesn't work. Become them if you want. Don't waste another year walking the same circle thinking you're on a new path. Become them if you want to. Become them if you want. Teach strategy. Change mindset. Don't waste another year waiting for someone to push you. Become them if you want. Take the chance. Don't waste another year breaking promises to yourself. This time, keep your word. You are not forgotten. You are becoming. Don't waste another year with your power sleeping inside you. Awaken it. Let the world feel it. Let yourself feel it. Don't waste another year living beneath your own potential just because it's easier than accountability. Be accountable. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to the version of you that cried in silence, that doubted in darkness, that still showed up when no one clapped. You owe it to the child inside you, that once dreamed without fear. You owe it to the future. You, the one who's counting on you to not give up this time. You owe it to the world, not because the world deserves your greatness, but because your greatness deserves the world. Don't waste another year wondering if you have what it takes. You do. You just have to act like it, speak like it, live like it, work like it, show up like your life is a gift. Because it is. And it's counting down. Right now, this moment, this breath, this is your second chance disguised as right now. So take it, own it, live it, and when this year ends, you won't say, I wish I had. You'll say, I finally did. Thank you.